fold. Drown out my problems, let me When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, number one seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king, not a pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many milkers bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs and hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. That one good for 33 and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that, but that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Here we go. Money, 1, 2, right here. Echo.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. For Lamar Jackson, his first November 18th in Baltimore of last year. He threw for 119 more as the Ravens won 24-21 to kick off what became a 6-1 final stretch that got him the AFC North title. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson forced out to his left. He's good, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That 2nd down play nets a -4. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He's got a man, and that's Alex Erickson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
You see me out here? That's right. We can't be stopped.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. He's crashing. He's checking crash. No.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? This is Ingram on 1st and 10.
Switch gears.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 40-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9. At the 40-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Running right. This is Ingram. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They go play action now. Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. Everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing. And keep in mind, 80% of those came in the 7-game stretch when he was named starter late in the season. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on the 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Jackson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 14-7. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this round.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Jackson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Jordan Evans on the tackle.
Don't be mad.
There's Jackson on third and long. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Let's go.
An NFL update, second quarter now in Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Stop your whining. Watch left, watch left, watch left. All day, every day.
On second and 11 now. Dalton looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
368!
Dalton here from the gun.
Come on, baby.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll field this at the 5. 12 yards on the return that time. And that will come the offense as they take over.
17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Throwing again on second down. Jackson, Snead's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now it's Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it though. Steps away to his left, and he's got Snead. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Looking to throw again on second down. Dalton, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. So the sack, and now it's third and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check. Topper. Sponge. No.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming up?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, Ingram. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Jackson, always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
That's good for Baltimore. First down. First and 10.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Looking to throw. Ingram. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks. But it's incomplete and now second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there, but it's going to be second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he is into the end zone for the Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And it's now 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Bengals take over.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on second down. Dalton. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very highly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Andy Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. When it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Jackson. It's complete to Snead. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Snead figures to be an important veteran presence for Lamar Jackson. 2 years ago, it was a disappointing 2017 for Snead. That was in New Orleans. But then had a bit of a bounce-back campaign a season ago in his first go-around with Baltimore. 62 catches, 650 yards. Did have surgery in the offseason on his left index finger, but back to full health and ready to go. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Have a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Buying time to his left. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Let's go, defense.
On first down, it's Ingram, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. That's going to be caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Jackson will keep it. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
At the 1-yard line.
One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on 2nd and goal. This time Jackson will throw it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Ravens 24, Bengals 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. On 2nd and 12, Dalton, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. All right, here's Dalton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And that pick just sets them up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defense coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And he'll They'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard